Also joined by Rick Peterson. Rick, this is the second weekend in a row that you've been lucky almost to have an experienced driver and also a very capable driver in the car as you handle the situation for the number 5 Honda. Talk about having Connor in the car this weekend and what you feel like he'll be able to bring to the table.
Well, we're obviously happy to have Connor in the car. Last weekend we stayed with the crew. They went on to May and then started to take a green flag. It was tough on everybody. It was tough on Connor, so to bring them all back here. It was 2 race weekends, so he's going to have a chance to get used to the track, used to the car. I can't wait until
we have a microphone around the media center if anybody has any questions for either of these gentlemen. Yes, sir.
What's your sense of your drivers who've raced here before about how much quicker the track?
It was, Connor hasn't raced here before. James, it's 2 years since he's raced here, James. So don't have a real good feel for that.
Yes.
You can give us an update on James' Inchco's condition and the long-term prognosis, or until he'll be back and be able to race again?
Well, obviously you probably know he's out of the hospital. He's tweeting full-time and all that kind of stuff, so he's doing pretty good. We don't know when he'll be back yet. That's kind of why we're just taking steps as we go along, waiting until we know when he will be back. Kind of hoping first part of August, but it's really too early to tell.
Yes.
Connor, your first time on the track, what are your impressions of it? A little bumpy.
Yeah, it's the first time we all went down the back straightaway. It looked like everyone was going through a motocross track. So it was tough, and I know we had to raise the car a lot because we were hitting the ground pretty hard. I mean, it looks like a great surface for sure, and I mean, this track's always been bumpy, so it's not a surprise to anyone. So, you know, I enjoy it. I think it's a pretty cool place. Certainly throws you around a lot. So, just every lap, getting used to it more and more. It's tough to jump in like we're doing, but obviously we're just gonna make the best of it.
How tough do you think it'll be, because the weather conditions are supposed to be changing all weekend, so what you saw this morning is not going to be the same as this afternoon or tomorrow?
That seems to be just typical of my life right now. Everything's going all over the place, so I'm just taking it in stride. And I mean, if it rains, awesome. If it's dry, awesome. I'm still driving an Indy car, so I'm pretty happy. Just have to. I mean, obviously, you know, this is weekend by weekend, so if you know, I have to do well, have to do everything I can to you know, represent the team in a positive and strong way. So just going to go after it and do the best I can.
I believe I read somewhere that you went and visited with James. Did you talk a little bit about the car? And you know, you mentioned, you know, how hard it is to get one of these drives. Circumstances obviously aren't ideal, but you gotta take every opportunity that comes your way.
Yeah, no, I was with James a couple times this week. Went over to his house just on Wednesday before I left Thursday morning, and just kind of sat there and talked about, you know, the race and the car and what he thought last year, because he's been really quick here. So it was good to get his advice. And you know, he's trying to do everything he can to help. He's a swell guy. I mean, he let me drive his car all winter because mine broke down. So he's always been really good to me, and he tries to help as much as possible. So it's great to have him, you know, as a tool to go to for information. And you know, we obviously just can't wait to see him back. I mean, if it's, you know, he's a good dude.
Other questions for Connor or Rick? Gentlemen, thank you very much. Good luck this weekend.
Thank you.
We'll be joined in just a few minutes by Graham Rahal. From the IndyCar Series meeting availabilities this afternoon, we are pleased to be joined by Graham Rahal, driving the number 15 Steak and Shake Honda for Rahal, Letterman, Lanigan Racing this weekend. Graham, you just tweeted recently, I saw on your Twitter that practice one was a tough session for you. It's going to be a very physical race. Tell us a little bit about how the first practice went for you and what you're expecting this weekend.
Yeah, I mean, it's looks, you know, I'd say it appears that we're going to have our hands full here. You know, all things being considered, it looks like Chevy was pretty dominant there. Probably the most dominant they've been all year. And